Actually, I'll bring in Jake after. Oh, Jake's got. Welcome back, everyone, to the TD Garden for our 5th stand-up, pop-up, whatever you want to call this. It's a lot of fun doing this little studio show in between periods or in between games. And right now we got a break between Game 3 and Game 4. Some of you are thinking this should have happened about an hour and a half ago. But we had an extended game in Game 1, if you're just joining us. So far the action, St. Mary's girls win in triple overtime over Notre Dame Academy for the Division I girls title. Our second game was the D4 boys game, and after an early 1-0 lead for Hanover, it was all Dover, Sherborne, Weston after that. 5-1 win in the D4 title game for Dover, Sherborne, Weston. And then in the game just completed, number 1 Duxbury ousting number 2 Falmouth in the D2 girls final. That was a 4-0 final. And to talk about that are going to be my colleague Brendan Locke from My Hockey Live and Jack Murray from My Hockey Live and the Boston Herald. Guys, talk about that last game. And I know, Jack, you've covered those two teams all year, and you've seen Marblehead and Nauset, and you could give us a little insight into the game coming up.
Absolutely, absolutely. So first with the girls' game, not too surprising a result. Duxbury's been the class of Division II throughout this entire season. They won it last year, won it pretty easily last year to begin with anyway, and then they kind of cruised through the schedule. I think they pretty much went through every Division II opponent and dominated most Division I. They won the Hingham tournament, and it's not surprising to see them take it here.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really dominant season from that Duxbury team, back-to-back champions. And again, their only losses all year were 2 Division I opponents. They beat every single Division II opponent on the way, and that is headlined on the back end by Anna McGinty.
Absolutely. She's probably one of the best goaltenders in the state, but I thought who had an excellent game today?
I think at all levels,
yes.
Anna McGinty is.
Absolutely, yeah. But Aspen Devlin, the goalie for Falmouth, was great today. She dominated in their semifinal victory over Marshfield. She's a freshman. Sister Riley's on the team as well, as one of their best forwards. Falmouth have a bright future for sure.
Yeah, only 3 seniors on that Falmouth team, and they just kind of looked out of sync today. They never got anything going, and you could really see the kind of the way that Duxbury shuts teams down. They get out to an early lead, and they just shut teams down and really leave no chance. I believe that they haven't let up more than 1 goal in a game since early January. Yeah. I believe that was a win over Pope Francis, who was a high-level Division I team.
Yeah.
And that's a really impressive Duxbury team, and they repeat back-to-back champs.
Absolutely, and they're going to return a lot next year as well. I mean, they're going to have Greenwood. They're going to have so many excellent players. They're going to continue to be one of the top teams in girls hockey.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Changing tunes, shifting gears, I suppose, to our next game, and it's the Division II final. Division III. Division III final between Nauset and Marblehead. Admittedly, I don't know a ton about these teams, so break them down.
So I saw Marblehead beat Scituate in the Elite Eight. Definitely an upset. It was a 3 versus 6, but Scituate was here last year. They probably thought they should have beaten Neshoba. It was an overtime game. Both teams were excellent in that one. Scituate returned a lot of top talent this year, and they fell to this Marblehead team. And I'll be honest, Marblehead crushed them. Second period was one of the finest periods I've seen regardless of level from any team, and I think they obviously just took down a Shawsheen Tech team in the next round that I think is very similar to this Nauset team. Nauset beat Scituate twice in the year. That's a common opponent we can go off of, and they've kind of cruised through their competition. The semifinal matchup against Somerset Berkeley maybe wasn't the best preparation. They won 6-0. They were in control the whole game, but they're a dominant force. Marblehead needs to run teams down, get goals, and build up. Basically, whichever team gets a goal first in this is probably going to win this game. or if a team can jump out to an early, that's going to be huge.
So that's what to expect, kind of a high-flying,
Yeah.
quick tempo type of game.
Yeah.
A little bit different than the game that we did together with Boston Latin
Absolutely.
and Duxbury, because that was a real slow down, kind of low tempo type of game. And so we have 2.5 minutes. The crowd's starting to fill in nicely. Marblehead with a big student section. And Jack, anything else to break down for this upcoming Nauset Marblehead game?
Yeah, one thing I would say to keep in mind, Nauset's gone up 3-0 within the first 5 minutes in each of their last 2 games. They start fast. Logan Poulin's one of the top talents in the state, number 34 for Nauset. Definitely keep watching him, but this whole team is depth. They can roll 3 lines that can run you. However, Marblehead has that same depth. They have a lot of young talent. Their first goal against Scituate was from a kid who hadn't scored a goal all year, Noah Feingold. He was an excellent player. They're going to show up when it needs to happen. They started the year 0-6. They're here. That shows the change this team's had. Nauset wanted to get there last year, lost in the Elite Eight. They're here this year, and they were very clear to me they're not satisfied with just getting here. They want to win.
So it's a revenge tour for Nauset and a turnaround, mid-season turnaround for Marblehead. It's a hot Marblehead team against a really steady, really strong Nauset team, and that's coming up. Turn over to NFHS to watch that game, and we'll take care of that. And the teams will be coming out for warm-ups in about 1 minute and 20 seconds. So turn over that. We will catch you at the next live show.